Hello, this is Purdue Matt, and welcome to the Hardcore Museum Challenge Plus. In this challenge, you'll be required to go out into your hardcore world and gather a number of items and place them in a hardcore museum of your own construction. It would not be this world that you downloaded and that this video is being shot in, but a hardcore map that you create of your own accord. This particular map can be used as a scorecard, because here behind me you can see we have a kind of a scoring mechanism for you to keep track of what objects you've collected, and over the course of the game you have to bring these back to the museum that you create until you have collected them all. And of course you have to do it without dying and in a manner that is somewhat expedient, but it's basically do it as quick as you can. So let's take a quick look at what objects you will be required to gather as part of this challenge. So let's head on in to the museum. Now I need to give credit where credit is due. This challenge was originally conceived by TroyBoy777, and his Hardcore Museum Challenge originally had 20 objects. And as a matter of fact, this museum is his creation, is not mine. And these objects in this room are just here to as kind of a sample of what you need to collect. And so he built this room, he put this together, and these are the original 20 objects of the Hardcore Museum Challenge. And those objects are an emerald block, gold block, diamond block, and iron block. We've got here a block of lapis lazuli, a brewing stand, a redstone lamp, and a block of obsidian. You have to create a snow golem as well as an iron golem. So already we're getting quite a bit of iron in this challenge. A block of TNT, a jukebox with a disc, an enchantment table, a jack-o'-lantern, a block of soul sand, a block of netherrack, a nether brick, and glowstone. So those are 18 of the 20 objects, and then the 19th and 20th objects are out here, outdoors. And around here we have carrots. So you have to get a carrot to create a carrot garden. And then over here we have potatoes. So you have to get a potato to create a potato garden. With the caveat that the potato and carrot must be dropped by a zombie, and you cannot retrieve these from a village garden. You cannot get these from a chest, which I will explain a little bit later. And so these 20 things that need to be gathered constitute TroyBoy777's pardon me, original hardcore challenge. Now I, with his permission and in collaboration with TroyBoy777, I have upped the difficulty level of this challenge considerably. And so what you are looking at now is actually I call the Hardcore Challenge Plus. And what I've done is I've knocked out the back wall of TroyBoy777's museum and made an extra room, which I call the Hardcore Challenge Plus. So these are 16 additional objects that you need to get to fulfill not only the requirements of the Hardcore Challenge, but the additional extra Hardcore Challenge Plus items. And those would be nether wart, an anvil, a slime block, a sea lantern, so you need to go to an ocean monument to get that, coarse dirt, so there are only certain biomes that have coarse dirt, a quartz block, you need to go to the nether, coal block, redstone block. So you can see now that we have included some blocks that have only appeared since, say, Minecraft 1.7 or 1.8. And then also some harder to get items, a ghast tear, a rabbit's foot, also another 1.8 item, which is a rare drop for rabbits, chiseled sandstone, and chiseled red sandstone. So you have to get to a desert to get those, as well as a dark prismarine, so another ocean monument item. And then the final three, the big ones, must come as a result of you defeating the 3 types of boss mobs in Minecraft. First up, we have 3 dry sponges from the Elder Guardians from the Ocean Monuments. You must defeat all 3 of them, and each one should drop a wet sponge. You dry it out by putting it in the furnace and put that in your museum. An activated beacon is another requirement, and to make a beacon you need the nether star, which comes from defeating the wither. And then finally, the dragon egg from the ender dragon itself. So the original boss mob in Minecraft, you must defeat all 3 of them to satisfy the requirements of this challenge. There are some additional caveats as well, some rules of thumb that must be adhered to make this a legitimate attempt at the challenge. And that is, first of all, no looting. Any naturally spawning chests, you cannot loot any materials from, say, village chests or dungeons or the abandoned mine shafts and so on. No trading with villagers. And that's Bob over here. Hey Bob, where's your name tag? He used to have a name tag, but oh, I know why he doesn't have a name tag, because I am doing this. And there's Bob. Okay. So you cannot trade with villagers, so coming up and doing that, that's just right out. No trading. Yes, I'm sorry. No sale today, bud. And no squatting. So any structures that you did not build yourself, you cannot overnight in those buildings to protect yourself from mobs. Though you can stay in buildings that you make yourself, or in caverns, or in just like holes in the ground. And also no sleeping. A lot of times in hardcore mode, people will sleep to keep the mob population down. Not this time, sorry. That is against the rules. You must stay awake. Now, the scoreboard that I built here, you can come into the back and keep track of the things that you have found in your world, or you can recreate this in your own map. That is completely up to you how you keep score. But you could do something like this to keep score on your map. So, I hope you have fun with it. That is the Hardcore Challenge Plus, which is basically just TroyBoy777's original 20-item Hardcore Museum Challenge with an additional plus of 16 items thrown on to make this just a little bit more difficult and challenging. So, I hope you have fun with it. If you decide to make videos of it, I would love to see them. And until next time, ciao.